I can't believe this has happened, and I don't have anybody to talk to. Yeah, that's you. Hey, best friends. Wow, I'm glad you're here. So I'm pretty sure you have already heard that the Barneys New York Chicago flagship store has closed its doors, and the hairs are literally standing straight on the top of my head. Anywho, as a person that used to work there, I felt like I needed to make a video about this because the Barneys New York Chicago store has had a huge impact on my life, and it's one of the reasons I got a great start in the fashion community. And whether you were outrageous, courageous, contagious at our co-op store, or played around with taste, luxury, humor at our Oak Street flagship store, one thing was for certain: when you came into Barneys Chicago, you were coming in for an experience. There were magical moments to be had. And another thing that became clear is when you left the store, you left with this bag, and everybody and their mama wanted to know what was in that bag. It was such an aura and allure surrounded by this bag. People wanted to know, who did you work with? What did you have in there? How much did it cost? What fabrics did you use? Was it on sale? And sure enough, with enough information, I learned the power of influence, because afterwards, they were to come in to get their own little bad bitch Barney's bag. That's my little Barney's girl. Her name's Whiskey. She got her own Instagram too, at Whiskey Noir. Anywho, with that being said, the closing of the Barneys Chicago flagship store represents the end of an era for me and my friends and the clients who were scooped up in that bubble. And I wanted to make sure I did a video to send the Barneys New York Chicago flagship store off right. So this video is going to be about my favorite purchases from Barneys. Now, I do want to say before I jump into the video that I am well aware of that not everyone has had the best experience shopping at Barneys.
Are you looking for something in particular?
No, well, yeah, something conservative.
Yes.
You got nice stuff.
Thank you.
How much is this?
I don't think this would fit you.
Well, I didn't ask if it would fit, I asked how much it was.
How much is this, Marie?
It's very expensive.
It's very expensive.
So before I get the comments saying, but this happened to me, this happened to me, that happened to me, I am truly sorry, and I think that was really unfortunate, and I really wish I could have helped the majority of clients that come there. Not only would you have had a good experience, so would I. My pockets would have been looking real luxe right now. Don't let that discourage you from watching this video. You're part of the London Bambi family now. Hey, best friend. And yeah, subscribe. Maybe I could pull you back. Anywho. Alright, let's jump into the video. So it took a while for me to decide which pieces I really wanted to share with you guys, because after working 12 years with a company, I accumulated a lot of clothes. I managed to edit the list down to my 5 top purchases. So we're going to start off with one of my favorites, which is boom, these Balmain leather pants. I really love these leather pants because, one, they're silver and the quality actually is really pretty amazing, and it's such a heavy leather. I had them for a few years now and they have worn beautifully. Each time I wear them, I feel like, you know, it gets a little rub mark, which looks something like this. And it adds a little bit more personality to them. I feel really rock star and just cool and chic. I love that the buttons are coins. I don't know if you can really see that. I think that's pretty cool. And I like the company altogether. This is from the runway show he did that was inspired by Michael Jackson. Anybody that knows me know I pretty much shop the majority of women clothes, and I will say that was one of the first runways I seen where I didn't really feel like it was a women's show. I felt like it was just an androgynous show, and all the pieces were spectacular. So I became really honored when Barneys received these and I had the opportunity to purchase them. I can see myself these pretty much is gonna be with me for the rest of my life. Piece number 4, my red bottoms, my bloody shoes. These are the Christian Louboutin David boot. You can tell I really have worn these a lot. Like, look at the bottom. These are one of my favorite pair of boots I own. I'll say these are probably, it's between these and my Saint Laurent ruby red boots. They're kind of equal. But I really love the way I feel in these fringe boots. The fact I'm already 6'1", but they give me a little extra height when I move there, and these long legs, you know, get to slither down the streets. And boy, you should see the way the eyes start rolling. There he go, swishing and swashing in those fringe boots, you know, that gives you the bad bitch arm. It's like, he's coming, you know? And that's pretty much why I've been looking hard. Wait, somebody's listening to me shoot this damn video? Damn, I'm always being watched. Anywho, I've been looking hard to try to replace these boots because I also want them in the studded version as well. That's one of my regrets. I'm going to do another YouTube video about my top 5 regrets that I have that I didn't purchase. My top missed purchase opportunities. Maybe I title it that way. Anywho, obsessed with the David boot. They go with everything. I feel extremely sexy when I'm wearing them. And this is my style in Christian Louboutin. So Christian, if you happen to watch this, if you have these boots again, if you ever make them again, these are size 44. They're too small for me, but everybody know when you shop at Barneys, they say, what size are you? And I'm like, 11.5. Well, we only have a size 8 in. Well, shit, bitch, I'm an 8 today. Wrap it up. But if you have these in my actual size, which I think will probably be like a 45 or 46, feel free to send them to me or send me a link, because I do want another pair, and I do not wear these as often anymore because I want to preserve them for as long as I can. And I don't want to keep taking them to the shoe cobbler because I feel like they get smaller and smaller every time I take them there. And I already peel out of these by the end of the night. I'm like walking. But I heard Christian Louboutin had a quote that says he would hate for a woman to say, ooh, I feel terribly comfortable in these shoes. These are some comfortable shoes.
Agony and beauty for us live side by side. Your feet will suffer. Your fingers will bleed. Even sitting and sleeping will be painful.
He's for the look, and I'm for the look too. Just, you know, a little bit more extension in the toe and I'll be all right. But until then, I still pump these on special occasions. Piece number 3. It's actually this Alexander McQueen scarf of a young Queen Elizabeth, Meghan Markle grandmother-in-law. I love this scarf. I remember when I first purchased this scarf, it was a return from the New York store back when I was in Chicago. And this is before Alexander McQueen, who's one of my favorite designers as well, actually passed. And I believe it's from when he actually passed. And these scarves are really hard to find. So one day a customer came in and returned it, and I, again, happened to be there on one of these magical days. The universe let me know I needed to add something to my fashion closet yet. And when I seen it, I got it. Now, it was a bit expensive when they first came out, and I was like, oh, dude, it's a scarf. Do I want it? And I was like, of course I want it. I at this time had accumulated a lot of Alexander McQueen scarves. I'm pretty sure you guys remember the skull scarves. I have a few of those. And I wanted something a bit different. And I thought, if ever I get tired of it, which will be never, because I'm a collector of fashion and I have several Alexander pieces. But I said if ever I did get tired of it, I would take it and frame it and put it on the wall. I mean, it has a British flag. My name is London. And Queen Elizabeth looks pretty young. I believe she was 18 when this picture was taken. So yeah, so this one has actually been a great staple. I pulled it out more so in the fall and winter. It does work with a t-shirt in the summertime, but I like to use this to layer. And I just think it's such an elegant and beautiful piece. And but we're in so many ways. Piece number 2. Piece number 2 is actually something I've gotten a lot of wear out of in all these years, and it is the classic Balenciaga Weekender bag. Now this is my second Balenciaga bag. My first one was the Balenciaga saddle bag, which I wore into the ground. I mean, the lining has a hole into it. So instead of wearing it to the ground, I was like, yo, this bag is pretty expensive. I better get another one so I don't abuse it as much. Which didn't work out as well, because as you can see from the handles, like this one became my everyday bag. It literally is one of my favorite bags because you can put any and everything in it. You could use it every day. If you need to throw your laptop in it with a couple of files, it works, or maybe some books. If you need to use it as an actual weekender, you can throw clothes in this, and it'll definitely suit you for 2 days. I now mainly use this bag to carry my little dog in, so it's become her bag. So whenever I'm taking her out for a walk, sometimes she gets lazy and like want to stop, so I can take her, scoop her up in here, keep her toys in it. I just use it for so many things.
A handbag.
So the moment you all been waiting for, the last and final piece. Piece number 1, which is this Givenchy Couture shirt. Now, if you don't know what the word couture means, I'm going to insert the definition in for you right now. Now that you know what couture means, we're all caught up. You see why I'm in love with this shirt. It's extremely light. Only downside about that is it's extremely delicate, which I've already ripped the sleeves here. I ripped the back, and it's unfortunate because I think it's such a gorgeous and well-made piece, and I hate that I abuse it, but I do live my life in these clothes, no matter how expensive it is. And this is actually one of my most expensive pieces, and yet my most abused piece. When you zoom in on it, the detailing is insane around the bibbing and the front, trimming on the sleeves. When you zoom into the ruffles, you can actually see some of the handwork detailing on it. It's like I am wearing a cloud. It's like when the fabric touches my skin, it's like I'm being massaged. Okay, so I'm going to wrap this video up because my good camera has died on the last clip, and this video is actually taking way longer to shoot than I thought. And so now I have the iPhone. But I believe I was stopping off with the details, talking about how the bibbing around the shirt, it was really, really special. And when you open up the bibbing, you can actually see some of the hand detailing. It's a really, really dope shirt. I like it. I'm glad I actually had this couture piece. I believe, like I said, it looks cooler with the rips. It becomes more so me. And it's just a really, really, really special piece. That's it. That's all I have for you today, guys. Thank you for coming on this adventure with me. For those of you who shopped with me or had the chance to work with me at Barneys, thank you for your time, for the fun, for letting me be a part of your story, for you being a part of my story. And for my subscribers, I'm trying to get on a schedule so I can upload more. The next video I plan on uploading will be Sunday. It's going to be, I believe Sunday is I'm going to make my spiritual days. This video is about tarot, chakras, everything that I am pretty much about now in my life. I will be doing more fashion videos and art videos like I was doing in the past, because this does feel good. I just need to figure out what that schedule is going to be. So until then, remember, I love you, and ain't a damn thing you could do about it.